A little surprise. So, welcome everybody to our Smart, Safe, and Sustainable Summit. Vivi and I, as well as the AltoVisions, are really happy to be here. We are very humbled to see so many new as well as familiar faces. Thank you so much for sharing the beautiful, well, albeit a little grey day with us. First of all, before we start, I would of course like to thank our amazing sponsors, Wild Apart Hotels, half hotel, half apartment, and for making our guests, business traveler, as well as many of our Altovitians feel at home everywhere in Europe, including myself. And then, of course, Double Dutch for sponsoring and helping us and providing us with amazing drinks throughout the day. Now, it's really, really hard to believe that it's already a fourth edition of our flagship event, reflecting on our journey from the Corporate Housing Summit, which actually took place virtually and where business and mobility professionals were networking through their virtual avatars, all the way to back then sunny Kew Garden, where we were focusing on sustainability and ESG, all the way to the impressive Sky Garden, where we have unveiled our popular Alto Insights. Well, it has been an incredible ride. Now, by show of hands and out of interest, how many of you have attended an AltoVita event before? Wow, that's almost the whole room. That's incredible. Well, that's good. For those returning, then, you may notice that AltoVita truly has an affinity for high-rise buildings and special views. One could think that it's certainly not a coincidence because it is written in the company name. AltoVita, which is derived from Latin, actually means high life. Together with Vivi, we also have an attachment to high-rise buildings, certainly because we love the blue sky vision that we share with our amazing clients. Although today is a bit, again, gray sky vision. And also, we sometimes do have a secret enjoyment for breaking the glass ceilings. But broken glass aside, most importantly, why we love the high-rise buildings is that it actually, according to many architectural studies, represent and enhance the sentiment of creativity, also interestingly, risk-taking, and we do believe that such mind-altering spaces are the right ingredient for today's discussions, including important discussions about current trends, as well as the future of corporate accommodations technology. Now, onto the new format. For those who have been with us last year, you know that we have fantastic panel discussions, but we have further enhanced the format, and we will have an amazing fireside chat. We're going to have expert roundtable discussions on destinations. We're going to add more networking opportunities, and last but not least, the biggest change for today is that we have introduced drop-in zones, where our amazing product and operations team are going to be giving you a bit of a teaser of our technology, as well as inviting you to co-create and co-design our solutions. Now, moving on from the format onto what influences the trends and what is going to influence today's discussion. Navigating 2024 has been incredibly complex. We all know it, be it from business travel perspective or mobility. We are actually using the term stabilized volatility, which has been coined by an EI geostrategic outlook for 2023, but we do believe that 2024 is actually, it describes perfectly the 2024 trends. With half of the population going to vote this year, and many have voted already, we believe that the election supercycle is going to have an incredible impact in what we do on a daily basis. And with elections, obviously, in the UK, India, most recently in France, and the upcoming election in the US, is going to impact many sectors, including climate, technology, and industrial strategies. Another important factor which is influencing our world is the supply chain de-risking, particularly with key trends which include reliance on geopolitical competition, and also boosting domestic competitiveness. Those are key trends that we see every day in the world of mobility. We are seeing movement away from China, and of course, the winner being India, which turned into an incredible hotspot for mobility and global relocation. 2024 also confirms that we do live in a multipolar world with emerging economies such as KSA, India, Brazil being increasingly vocal about their perspective onto the world and also attracting amazing foreign investment. And this is where as well we're focusing on from AltoVita perspective. And last but not least, trend that is going to influence our discussion remains sustainability and the fact that despite slower than expected economic growth, obviously sustainability is not going anywhere. It's just most likely, with regards to the latest fragmented political results, going to be a multi-paced implementation. These factors profoundly impact, as we mentioned, mobility and business travel, surfacing many important questions that we're going to be going through today. And with that in mind, we've decided to focus our summit on the key following topics, including market intelligence, compliance, connectivity, all of that within a framework of also the great consolidation between mobility and business travel strategies. I have this lovely canvas here, so those are again the area that we're going to be covering: technology, strategy, sustainability, and supply chain. Without being a total spoiler for the day, I'll just touch upon a few key topics. So because we're seeing an increasing number of self-service booking, lump sum moves, as well as short-term business travel moves, we're going to be focusing on self-service technology and also market intelligence. We're going to be talking and discussing strategies to leverage purchasing power of buyers between business travel and mobility. We're going to see how we can stay ahead of reporting regulations for sustainability, particularly moving from CO2 estimates to CO2 emission calculation per night per stay. And last but not least, within the supply chain, we're going to be looking at how we can leverage our supply chain for and during emergency relocation and group moves. And before we completely go and immerse ourselves into the day, I would just like to highlight what we do from the AltoVita perspective in order to navigate so many of complexities and uncertainties in today's world. We are very proud, together with Vivi, that we are able to invest in the best talent in the industry. As you can see, we have many teams located around the world, being in Americas, in EMEA, in India, Asia Pacific, and also newly in the Middle East. And what we want to achieve is not only offer a kind of Western point of view on the world, but really make sure that we empower our teams to solve local problems with local thought leaders. This is why we have organized a number of events around the world, be it the Altos and Smart Safe Sustainable Summit in Singapore last September, Auto Talks in Bangalore, and we're also planning to do Auto Talks for the Middle East. 2024 has been an amazing year and also a milestone in our complex emerging market strategy. As you can see, we are making the bold decisions of really investing into the emerging regions and hotspots for mobility and business travel. We have incorporated an entity in India, and we're now onto our fifth GST registration state, that being the state of Gujarat. And we are replicating that in the Middle East, and we're working hard now on our UAE as well as KSA entity in order to make sure that, again, we can have the best supply chain expertise and the right framework for consultative support to our clients. And we're also finalizing our Singapore entity. not that it would be as complex as India. And now, last but not least, one more point. We are very proud that we were able to expand AltoVita to new verticals, particularly in insurance and social housing, as well as construction and projects. And then what really differentiates us is, of course, our technology, agility, and the ability to truly answer some of the uncertainties with technology, which is co-created with the best minds in the industry. So we continue investing, or in 2023, we did continue investing into many amazing tools, really making sure that we can deliver transparency into the sector without compromising on employee experience. We have launched Alto Insights, for example, which is our reporting tool, which is able to track cost savings in real time. And of course, it's accessible through API. We are also investing into CO2 reporting. So this is the EcoStat feature that we have launched last year. We continue investing into compliance through API integration with international SOS. And last but not least, we're offering full transparency into the employee experience through our real-time escalation tracking and satisfaction tracking of our guests. We do not invest only in our client interface, but we believe that investing in supply chain is key part of our strategy and augmented strategy, as we call it. So some of you will know our breezeway inspection and API integration that we have with our providers in order to track quality and safety equipment. We do have a preferred inventory list in order to tap into a consolidated supply chain and be able to minimize any risks from escalation, and is also tailor-made to clients' budgets and policies. And then last but not least, connectivity and multi-rate, meaning that we're investing into property management software and channel managers integrations to get the right content, be able to negotiate rates and store it within our system. Of course, managing employee expectations when they are traveling is a key element as well of our technology, and that is why our vision is to give them as much information as possible in order for them to get to know where they will be staying. And 2024 is going to be equally busy for us, and more about that during Vivi session later today. But I just wanted to equally walk you through the glossary of the Alto terms, because it's going to serve you throughout the day. So we are continuously investing into EcoStats and CO2 reporting, as I've mentioned, moving away from just estimations to calculating the CO2 emission. Alto Search, which is the self-service booking.com experience, and Alto One, which is a provider interface where we are able to track their performance in real time. We're equally this year investing into Alto Core, which is one of the most exciting products that we will be launching. It is a fully self-service bidding tool in order to manage independently supply chain, suitable for relocation management companies and corporates. Alto Curate, which is a very frequently used product from our clients, leveraging on curated shortlist, and the mysterious Alto 360, which is going to be revealed later today. So thank you so much for listening to this very long intro, and we wanted to really just invite you to discover and co-design the solutions together. Please make sure to be very critical with us, because this is what we want to hear. And we want to hear your honest feedback and ideas. And this is a perfect opportunity to as well interact with our product and operations team. Olga, Julia, Seb, Tom, and Sarah from Trust Carbon are going to be excitingly waiting for you at the demo drop-in zone. So please come and say hi and explore the technology together with us. With that, thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the event.